Hey guys, what's up? It's Dark here from Big Dumb Gaming, and welcome back to another 2-minute tank guide for Alpha, Normal, and Heroic, and the Sepulcher are the first ones, and today we're tackling Anduin. It's not getting done in 2 minutes. I'll give you a hot tip. However, I'm going to get it done as quickly and as simply as I can for you, so let's dive in. 3 phases, 2 intermissions, and to start off, your raid is going to split you into 2 groups with 1 tank in each group. Now, it's important that you know what group you're in because you will be taking it in turns to go into the Shadow Realm via standing in Kingsmourn Hunger casts. Now, Kingsmourn Hungers is a giant frontal arcing cone ability that you cannot miss. You will take it in turns to stand in this cast and be banished down to the Shadow Realm. Now, when you go down into the Shadow Realm, there will be one main ad called Anduin's Despair. You as the tank need to pick this up, and there'll be 4 other ads on the outside of the room walking towards the middle. Your group can either hard CC them or soft CC them, but what you want to do is take this main ad, Anduin's Despair, on top of those small ads and cleave them all down and kill them. You can grip them, so single grips, mass grips, A-bomb limbs, all that kind of stuff. So Necrawler DK has tremendous value here, but you want to make sure that you kill all of these ads before you get sent back up, as it will provide Anduin with willpower, which is important throughout the fight. Your healers will be down there too, and they'll be dispelling the ads down there and healing them. But yeah, you want to be able to tick off everything in that intermission phase before you get sent back up. Now, in the normal realm, which will take turns in dealing with your entire raid and your group while the other group is down in the Shadow Realm, your group will be dealing with Blasphemy. Now, this is a cast that will trigger yellow and black circles around some of your raid members. Now, you need to match the opposite colors here in order to not explode. So yellow needs to go to black. If you go yellow to yellow or black to black, you will explode your raid and die. So make sure you're paying attention to that. You can immune them if someone dies and you don't have a circle of the opposite color to run into. So turtles, ice blocks, AMS was working. You've got options around that. Anduin is going to cast an ability called Wicked Star on multiple players. These are silver lines that will go out and telegraph where the star is going to be thrown, and it is a boomerang style mechanic. If you get hit with it, you get silenced. Now, as the tank, if you get hit and silenced, Anduin hits really hard, and this can really put you in a spot of bother, so pay attention. The raid shouldn't be running them over you, but just make sure. The Foul Barrier will be cast during phase 1, and this is a large healing absorption shield that reduces all healing received whilst inside the barrier. Now, to deal with this, your whole raid needs to stack inside the barrier and remove the healing absorption. In normal, the tanks have to and can stack inside the barrier to get rid of it quicker. In Heroic, if you are actively tanking the boss, you may need to dip out after the absorption starts to dissipate, as Anduin hits really hard and you will need healing. The tank swap in this one is Anduin gets an attack speed buff whilst he is hitting the active target called Dark Zeal. You want to taunt swap it around 10 stacks of this in Heroic. In normal, you can go to about 15 to 20, and eventually in Heroic, when you get more gear, you will be able to let that go out longer. But at the moment, 10 in Heroic, 15 to 20 in normal. When one tank is going down in the Shadow Realm, make sure you get a reset just before this occurs too. The tank that is about to go and stand in Kingsmourn Hungers, make sure they taunt the boss. What will happen is, as soon as they get ported down, the boss will flick back to the other tank that was tanking, and the stacks will be reset. Then you'll be into your intermission once you've done 2 Shadow Realm phases. Here, you will pop Lust, and you will burn all your DPS cooldowns pumping into Arthas, not Anduin, into Arthas, the Fallen King that will be down there. There will be a whole bunch of ads, A-bomb limbs, Gorfang grasps, go burr. In normal, that's pretty much it. In Heroic, there is an extra ad called Monstrous Soul. You need to pick this up, put it on Arthas, and nuke it down. When it hits 30%, everybody needs to hard switch to it, as it will begin to cast Necrotic Detonation, which reduces everyone's healing by 100% for 10 seconds if it goes off, and can pretty much lead to a wipe. So make sure everyone swaps to it and murders it. The Fallen King will also be casting a tank swap mechanic down here called Soul Reaper. It's a tank buster. After every Soul Reaper, swap. After about a minute, you will be ported back from intermission, and you will be in the phase 1 style mechanic again, but we're in phase 2 now. There is no Blasphemy though to deal with now. Instead, you have 4 ads called Grim Reflections, and these will spam AoE fear casts. People will be assigned to CC them, and you need to move the boss to the ads one by one and nuke them down without letting any of their casts go off. You can grip them as well if you've got some coordination going around that, but otherwise, one by one, killing them under the boss. After again you've done 2 Shadow Realm phases, the second intermission will kick off. It's the exact same as before, however you get an extra layered mechanic in this one. You get a wall or walls of walking dead zombies going across. If you get hit by the wall, you get one shot and die. So be aware of that, don't get hit by the wall of dead bros. After about a minute, you'll be back up and you will be in phase 3. Now, there are no more adds to CC in this one. However, now you're dealing with hopelessness in a new fashion. Now, hopelessness is a large black circle that will be spawned around you, and you must spread out from your raid. Overlapping people with this will blow up everyone. There will be a pool in the middle of the room. Your raid will be sending people into the rune in the middle to clear hopelessness. And as you do that, it will get smaller and smaller and smaller. When people clear, there will be a large 3-second dot that goes out on every one of your raids, so just be aware of that. Generally, at the moment, gearing wise, people will probably be doing this 3 at a time. This includes the tanks. You will be continuing to dodge Wicked Star throughout phase 3 as well. And lastly, the empowered Hopebreaker that Anduin will be casting will deal huge damage to you and the raid, along with Anduin's hits, so just be aware of that incoming damage as well. So that is it, guys. Any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Hopefully it makes sense. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all next time. See you, fam. We're tackling it. We're tackling. And Bowie Quibquy and we're twackling.